Good morning all, this is Prashanti continuing with TVMS laboratory. In the last class we have seen some of the operators and some of the classes like order clause, like clause, distinct keywords and all. Today I am going to explain you about the task 3 SQL operators. In task 3 you have total 10 queries or so. I will be explaining how to write all the queries. So the first one is the first query is like this: list the operators in the employee table ordered by salary in descending order. In the last video, I have told you order by. Order by means what? When you want to display something in ascending or descending order, you have to use the order by class, isn't it? So you have to list the records in the employee table. What record? All the records. He's not specifying any column. So all. So all means what? Star. Select star from which table? EMP table. Order by what? Order by salary. Order by salary. In which order? In descending order. So DESC. The command goes like this: select star from EMP, order by sal, DESC. So all the employee records will be displayed in the descending order. If you see here, all the employees are displayed. This is the output. All the employees are displayed. All the records employees are displayed in descending order according to the salary. First 10,000, 9,000, 9,000, and then 5,000. Right? Now, the next second query is display only those employees whose department number is 30. Okay, this is a normal where class. You have to display employees whose department is 30. Just a simple select with where class, right? Select star from which table? EMP table. Whose means what? You should not write whose. What is the clause that you have to use? Where department number is equal to 30. When someone is saying specifying something specific like is, then you use directly is equal to operator. Department number is equal to 30. Then only 30 department number record is retrieved like this. Now the next query is display department number from table employee. Okay, avoiding the duplicate values. Duplicate values means what? In the last video I have told you what is that, what is the clause that, what is the keyword that you have to use? Yes, distinct. Distinct will avoid the duplicate values. So here, what is the query? Your query goes like this: select distinct department number. In the EMP table, you have more number of records with the similar department number, isn't it? So if you want to view only how many departments are there, then you can write to select distinct department number from employee. So these are the distinct department numbers that are present. Now the next one is list all employee name, salary. Okay, so select name and salary and 15% raise in salary. What is that? 15% raise in salary. We have to raise 15% raise in salary. So salary is equal to salary into 1.15. Right. Then label the column as new salary. That column should be labeled as new salary. In double quotation marks, you write new salary. This all should be done from which table? From EMP table. It is very simple. By studying the query, you can write down the, by studying the question, you can write down the query. Select employee name salary, select employee name salary and 15% raise in salary. How do you raise 15% raise in salary? Salary into 1.15. Then you have to label it as new column. So the new column should be new salary. This is not updated in your table. It displays for you. Okay. Look here. Name, salary, and this is the new column that you have added 15% for each table. This is the output you have got. Right. Now The next query, display the rows whose EMP number ranges from 7500 to 7600. Okay, range. Here you will be using one more operator called as whenever range. Range means what? What is the keyword that you can use for range? Between. Okay. Whenever you specify some range 7500 to 7600, so two operator is there. So if they are specifying some range, then you have to use between operator. The remaining thing is same. Select EMP number, EMP name, salary from which table? From EMP table. Where, what is the condition? Where EMP number, where EMP number ranges from 7500 and 7600. Okay, all the records whose employee numbers are between these two will be displayed. Look here, all the employee numbers who are in the range between 7500 to 7600 will be displayed, those who names and each address. Next, display all employees in department 10 and 20 in alphabetical order of names. Here you will use one more operator called in. You use one more operator here, in. In means what? Here they are specifying more than one, department 10 and 20. If they specify, if they want to retrieve giving only one condition, like a department in employees in department 10, then what did you write? Department number is equal to 10. Okay, if they give the range between 10 to 20, then you have to use between operator. Okay, here what they are specifying? They are specifying in departments 10 and 20. If they are specifying 10 and 20, you have to use one more operator called as in operator. See here, select employee name, e-name, department from employee where department number in 10, 20. This is important. In 10, 20 order by e-name. Right here, we will be having three things. One is department number is equal to 10. One more thing is department department number between 10 and 20. And one more thing is department number in 10, 20. Three things. Okay. Here we use in. So all the records who are in department number 10 and 20 are displayed. Next, list the employee names who do not earn the commission. Do not earn the commission means what? Those employees do not have commission. Do not have, how do you specify that? By using null constraint. Select employee number, name, salary from EMP where what is the condition? Commission is null. So all the employees whose commission is null are displayed. These two are null. The next one is display all the details of records with 5 character names with S as a starting character. See, S as starting characters. What do we use here? Like operator. Yes, wildcard like operators. All the details of the records with 5 character names. So you want to display the names, only those records whose names are only 5 characters. His name should be only 5 characters and it should start with S. Okay, start with S. So you have to select the employees. What is the condition? Where length is only 5 characters. So you can use the keyword called as length. Length of last name is equal to 5. Whose length of, this is the column name that we have used in the table. Length of last name is 5. And this name should start with what? 5. So, and last name like start with S. Sorry, start with S, and it can be followed by any characters. So S followed by percentage symbol. Right. This is the query. So what it will display? It will display all the records whose name is only 5 characters and starts with S. Look here, Smith, for example. Next, query, display the joining dates of all employees in the year of 1998. You want to display all the joining dates of employees who joined in year 1988. So select employee ID and date where he have, which date he have joined from employees. This is employee table name where this date should be what? The date should be 1998, isn't it? So year of 1998 means this year starts in Jan and ends in December, isn't it? So between those all you want. What you have to use between 1st Jan 1998 and 31st December 1998. Okay, between these two you want to display the records, all those records. So these are all the records. These are all the employees' dates who have joined in 1998. Then next one, list out the employee names whose salary is greater than 5,000 and less than 6,000. Okay, here AND operator. Select name from employee table where salary greater than 5,000 and salary is greater than 5,000 and salary is less than 6,000. So all the names whose salary is greater than 5,000 and less than 6,000 will be displayed here. Okay, this is about your task 3. Thank you.